This session will cover creating a change order in response to a VCOR and then closing that VCOR, and is intended for the admins. First, let's walk through the sequence of activities. You'll receive an email notification of the VCOR requiring a construction change order. Go into the VCOR, review the record, accept the task, and then create the construction change order via the VCOR tab. Send the construction change order record forward to the vendor, and then close the VCOR. When it's been determined that we're going to move forward with a change order associated with a VCOR, you'll receive an email notification like this one. Within the email, you'll be able to see the project name, the record number, and the title. You might choose to access the system by using this link, or you might choose to go in directly. Here on your Home tab, you'll find a task to complete the VCOR. You can see this has been sent for admin review. You could click here on the hyperlink to go into the project, or further to the right to go directly into the task. Let's go into the project first. Here in the Project tab, you'll find the open task under Tasks, and you'll be able to come down to Contracts and Payments, Change Management, Construction, and find the VCOR here. And we can see our record that's awaiting admin review. To take action, simply double-click from any of these locations. The first thing you'll want to do is accept the task. Next, you can read through the information. Here we can see the title, the PCO reference, and the contract reference. You'll also see the scope of work and the fact that there are some attachments to back this up. We'll come down to the attachments, and you'll be able to retrieve those. Also notice that there's a vendor's original breakdown of cost, but just below that, you'll find AVB's breakdown of final negotiated cost. These two items may not match, and you'll want to make sure that you move forward with the negotiated amount. Next, we're asked to acknowledge that a construction change order record has already been added to the Construction Change Order tab below. So let's take a look. We'll click on the tab name, click New, and select your workflow. When you're ready, click OK. This is the construction change order record. We'll expand the upper form, and remember that any field that's gray, you're not able to populate. Any field that's white, you can influence, and any field with a red asterisk is mandatory. So first, we'll select the contract. You can always refer back to the VCOR record, which told us which one to associate. Double-click, and now you can see several of these fields have auto-populated, including the retainage, though you do have the opportunity to update the retainage here if needed. Continue to scroll down, and now we can enter a change order title. The VCOR is already referenced, and we can select our change driver. In this instance, it was driven by a design document, and you can get that information off the VCOR reference. Next, we're at Scope of Change, and you'll notice here in the guidance that this section outlines the reason for and scope of the proposed change. But if a VCOR record is linked, and we do have one linked with us, we're not required to attach a copy of the scope of work, and we can just type NA in the reason text field. We'll scroll down again, And here we can see some basic information, the original contract, if there had been any previous change orders, and so forth. Now we're ready to add our line item. To do this, we'll come down to Change Order Lines. You can reference back to the VCOR under Negotiated Amount, and you'll see your cost code. All right, so we'll click Add. Type in the cost code. Select the appropriate one, and then scroll down. Here we can add a short description and a further description if needed. Next, we'll enter our unit cost. Number of units, and ensure the retainage is appropriate. We'll scroll down, and you have the ability, if this is a redev project, to supply the redev allocation. When you're done, click OK. Next, you can add any attachments necessary for the vendor to sign. And click Upload. Now you have your one attachment here at the bottom left. Now that we're ready to move this record forward, you can come up to your workflow action, click Submit, and then we need to select the vendor contact. To do this, we'll click on To, select the actual vendor contact name, click Add, and then OK. If you need more time to work on this record, you can click Save and you'll find it under your drafts. Otherwise, click Send to send it forward to the vendor. And now the construction change order has been submitted. And we're back on the VCOR. If we look on the Construction Change Order tab of the VCOR, we can see the construction change order you just created. Now if we go back to the upper form, we'll be able to answer this question that yes, we acknowledge that we have created the construction change order. We can select our workflow action of Approve, and then click Send. If you have any questions or require assistance, feel free to reach out to the helpline at extension 3000 or via our toll-free number. Also be aware that we have written instructions within the system, either after highlighting the BP or within the BP record itself. Either way, you can click on Help, VCOR Help, and written instructions will present themselves. Within the PDF, there's a bookmark, and you'll be able to find Admin Review within the bookmark. Click there, and you'll find the instructions for your portion of this workflow.